Hey guys, this is Glorious Fruit. I'm here to talk about steps in order to become monetized or you partnered with YouTube, whatever you want to call it. I myself, it's been 2 months since I started it up, and I decided to make this video to help you, some of you guys that are just started or who want to start a YouTube channel. And so let's get started. So the very first step is, let's ignore the requirements in order to be partnered or monetized, whatever you want to call it. Because one, if you're just thinking about trying to get there, it's just going to be frustrating. Two, you probably slowly lose the joy out of making the videos. Three, your hobby becomes a nightmare. So let's ignore that altogether. Step two is picking the right niche for yourself. Like, what category will be the most fun for yourself? And so we're going to go through several of the categories, but that have subcategories altogether. So we'll start off with finance. There's making money online, there's digital marketing, there's personal finance. There's a lot of videos to make with those. It's the most popular CPM, the cost per mile. I'm going to just state it right now. The cost per mile for these types of videos is between $13 to $12 once you become monetized and whatnot. A lot of ads would like to pay a lot for these types of videos because there's a lot of viewers that come in for these type of videos. The next one is education. That's between $10 to $9, probably more. These are all estimations for CPM. This is probably more like the average estimation for each of these categories. So going on with education, this could be anything like showing a tutorial of how to use a math equation, physics, science, any type of science, history, language, anything you can think of that would count towards it, like an educational video, tutoring of some sorts. There's endless possibilities, so many subcategories for this type of niche. So if you're good at something like tutoring or showing how a specific math equation works or whatnot, this is probably a good one for you. If you enjoy doing this, you enjoy teaching, you're enjoying showing steps and how what thing works, go for it. Next, I would say that third popular category is technology, gadgets, and whatnot. There's so many subcategories for those. The CPM for that is around $7 to $8. It could change. It probably changes over time. This could go from opening a box for the latest Apple Watch, testing its durability, opening it apart for what makes it tick, going into a convention and blogging like the new upcoming tech. It's endless subcategories for this type of topic niche. So if you enjoy technology, the parts that makes it tick, you take it apart. You want to show a tutorial how to fix a specific tech or gadget, go for it. And if you enjoy it, yeah, definitely go for it. Lifestyle, this is a CPM that's ranged around $3 to $4, probably more. As I said, this is maybe an estimate of an average CPM. This is a niche that deals with vlogs, travels, and so on. Those are the typical lifestyle niche type of topics. Then you have your fashion and try-on hauls. This is basically trying on specific clothing from specific brands, trying on items that maybe most viewers are curious about whether it works or how it works. And this could be ranging from any stores or trying out a specific product from Amazon, and then whether you get to it or not, you know, the whole partnership or not, Amazon does have the affiliate program. Depending on the whole requirements on it, I definitely would give it a shot if you become partnered. Even though you're not partnered, maybe if you have a good amount of views, you know, you have some good popularity without making a partner yet, definitely try it out, you know, try to get affiliated, you know, it might work out for you. Cooking is the next niche, which is really weird because, you know, you would think that cooking has a good popularity. Most people want to try cooking. Maybe someone found a recipe, doesn't know how to make it. There's someone out there that knows how to make it, you know. There's a lot of cooking videos out there. Even though the CPM estimate average is 250, it's probably more than that, you know, nowadays. You know, who knows? So if you enjoy cooking, you know, want to make some cooking videos, you know, even though you might not have the best video quality, but if you're good at what you're doing, the explanations, the steps in order to make the specific food, definitely go for it. Fitness, even though there's a lot of videos out there that does that, there's apps, applications, you don't be discouraged that, you know, to, you know, go for this. There's probably specific, you know, steps on how to do specific exercises, because, you know, there's are people out there that do get hurt, you know, doing the specific exercises wrong, you know, and they get themselves hurt. Or you have tips for fitness, you know, some kind of diet or some kind of workout plan that works out for you, that could work for some or most people as well. So yeah, definitely go for that. Video games, this one, I don't want to discourage you guys, but, you know, you guys should go for it, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's something you're going to enjoy, making videos. Video games, gaming channels is probably the most competitive one. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them are popular, and most of them take on the most trend games. Whenever game releases, they're the ones out there as well. So if you're one of, you know, the small channels, don't stress over how you're overshadowed by the bigger channels, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Or some of you who are not yet started a channel and not sure if it'll work out, you know, just go for it, you know, even though you might not gain some popularity or some views because the said big channel that's overshadowing you, eventually you will get those views. There'll be people out there that, you know, check it out, and you might do some things that most big channels have not done yet, you know. Maybe instead of focusing, you know, the game through the playthrough, maybe make videos of specific Easter eggs, how to get them or whatnot, because there are people out there who want to like 100% the game. They want to get, you know, all the trophies, they want to get a platinum on the game, you know, rewards and stuff like that. So if a walkthrough doesn't work out for you, try to look for different aspects for current trend games that come out. Another way to look at it is you can pick popular games, but they're not played anymore through YouTubers. You know, there's videos out there you can use it as a stream. You stream those popular old games on YouTube. An example is Devil May Cry 5. That game has been out for quite some time. I streamed it last year. I gained a lot of viewership for that. I wouldn't say it was in the thousands, but it was in the hundreds, where I was able to get a lot of good views. Maybe one video made it to the thousands that I can remember, in comparison to Final Fantasy Crisis Core, the remastered version. When it first came out the end of last year, I streamed it, I made videos about it. I didn't get as much views. Most of my views were in the double digits, maybe one or two videos in triple digits. But to make that comparison with Devil May Cry 5, an old video game that's still popular, that a lot of people like watching people play or playing themselves, with a current game, which is Final Fantasy. You know, it's still popular. Not everyone likes Final Fantasy, but there's still a lot of people that love the franchise. So in comparison to which a new game, new but remaster with an old and yet popular still game. And so, you know, definitely pick up on some old games because people will be watching those, and you know, maybe you'll find something that nobody has ever found before. You know, go for that, and don't be discouraged of what people say or what's been done, because you might find something that people have not done yet. You know, maybe go for the quickest time finish for a game. Maybe a lot of that has been done, but maybe you can break the record. You know, there's a lot of stuff for gaming that can be done, but it's very competitive. Especially for current games, you just have to find different angles for a specific type of games, especially the ones that are trending. I would say ones to maybe avoid, but you don't have to take my word for it, is a lot of the shooter games. A lot of them, you know, most people gain popularity through, you know, their own personality or their skills, or, you know, find different angles, maybe put together funny moments through those shooter games, and, you know, maybe someone will laugh, or, you know, stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of ideas out there, different angles you can take for not competitive, but video games that is competitive between the YouTube world. That CPM is around $1.50. It is very low in comparison between the finance niche, the education, and the gadget. It's weird because it's a very popular niche in YouTube, but I guess it doesn't gain a lot of views in between the niches I just mentioned before. For some reason, advertisers don't pay a whole lot for video games. I mean, they're, you know, eventually you will get there, you know, if you gain popularity and stuff like that. The next step for, you know, for doing pretty well in YouTube video views, is have the right title, having the right thumbnail. You know, take your time to making your thumbnail. You know, don't be lazy about it, or, you know, or don't do one at all, because usually if you just upload a video, it's just gonna pick a random, you know, scene from your video, and it could be either good or bad. You know, I've done that in my early YouTube days last year, you know, last 2 years ago, because my YouTube channel is 2 years old, I believe, but I haven't taken it quite serious until last year. Thumbnails really matter. It captures the person's attention, because most people are going to see the thumbnail first, and they're going to look at the title next, and then, you know, they'll click on it if it's, like, you know, interesting enough. So do keep watch of that. And there is a thing called TubeBuddy, where it's basically a great utilities application where it helps you work around the popularity of a title. If it's been used way too many times, it gives you a lot of good ideas of what you should do. And not only that, it helps you with tags, you know, with what's the most searched for tags that'll help your video be found through YouTube. Or, you know, through a Google search. And those are some of their free features for TubeBuddy. If you get the $5 subscription, you get even more, plus some additional features. But, you know, that's something for you to look up to. But definitely use TubeBuddy. It is a good advantage for you, just alone for the free features it gives off. when it comes to making thumbnails, Adobe is not the only thing. Maybe it was way before in your early YouTube videos, you know, Photoshop. There's a lot of other applications out there that charge for less, or, you know, ask a buddy that already has Photoshop to help you with your thumbnails. And if you're a student, college student, do take advantage of the discounts that Adobe gives off. You don't have to be like an art student or anything like that. As long as you're still a college student, you can take advantage of any of the Photoshop or Express, you know, Audition and all that sort of stuffs. Do take advantage of that. If you have the funds for it, do take that advantage of that. Music, I think music also matters. I haven't taken that quite serious enough just because I haven't found the right background music at the moment, so I just been playing no sounds and just the sound of my voice. There's a lot of non-copyright music. YouTube also offers non-copyright music. I believe Spotify has a specific page for that. A quick Google search just helps a lot. You'll find your results. I think the last tip is still, like, you know, have fun with it. You know, this is supposed to be a hobby. Don't try to make it a business thing, because the moment you take it as a business, it's really hard to enjoy making videos. Same as, you know, looking up your results, your growth. You know, you're looking at your watch hours, how much you have left, the amount of subscribers, are you close to getting to 1,000? You know, just avoid looking at that, because if you keep looking at that, you're gonna be irritated, you're gonna be frustrated, and you're gonna stress out eventually, because, you know, you're slowly getting an idea that you'll make it, and then it doesn't work out. Also, the expectation, don't expect to be, you know, blowing up, you know, being partnered within the next few months, the next month, next year. It rarely works out that way. Just, you know, just have fun with it, go with the flow. Another thing to point out is it's the most talked about question is why people lose watch hours, you know, or subscribers, you know. Is it because they made a bad video, they didn't like what you're making? It's rarely about that. It's more about the bots. You know, if you gain some subscribers and lose some, it's because, you know, there's bots that subscribe to your channel, and YouTube doesn't like that. They're gonna get rid of the subscribers, they're gonna get rid of watch hours and whatnot. So don't be discouraged if you lose a subscriber or two, you know, or maybe a few watch hours. It's YouTube doing their thing, getting rid of the bots, you know. It's not the end of the world if you lose a subscriber, you know. You know, brush it over and, you know, keep going. Life goes on. It's not the end of the world, because remember, this is a hobby. Don't treat it as a job. And then once you finally make it to partnered, monetized, whatnot, don't stress over the amount you're making, because depending on the niche you're making, you're probably going to be making cents, you know, 30 cents, 50, 80 to maybe $1, you know. Don't stress over that, because that's the one thing that most people don't search up, is how much are you making per ad that companies pay for ads to show up on your video channel, your video. There's this, I guess, this glamorous dream that a lot of people think of, that they'll be making big bucks. They made it to the big leagues, now they're gonna be, you know, making money. And, you know, they never search that. For every ad that's paid for to show up on your channel or, you know, video, you only get a small portion of that. So, like, for example, for video games, I get maybe 50 to 80 cents, so I make maybe a buck or two, like maybe after a few thousand views. and that's mainly between because I just started, and it might take a while until I reach the $100 where I can finally, cash in. And so that's why a lot of channels decide to make their own Patreon, their own store, in order to help, get those funds to keep growing their channel, to help whatever is necessary for their channel to grow. That's why there's streams. Luckily, YouTube has changed the rules for streaming for YouTube. When you have 500 subscribers or so and whatever many watch hours, you get the whole sticker feature and the membership feature, and you'll be able to get some money that way, depending on your viewers, if they feel that you deserve those donations in order to help your channel grow. And so definitely do that. And in order to helping your channel grow, give a membership, have a badge that people would like to get, to help you grow, to say that their membership to your channel, a store that, have some items, some clothing wear that they would like to get to help support you, stuffs like that. And there's also sponsorships, for small channels like mine, it'll be tough. It's not impossible to get a sponsorship, but it is going to be a bit tough to get one. Definitely look into a lot of, if you want to go for it, go for the bigger ones. The worst that could happen is, is getting a no. And, that's pretty much it. I think those are a lot of the tips that questions I've seen throughout Google and subreddit, is just like which niche to pick, what happens after you're monetized, why are people losing views or subscribers. Those are the few big popular questions that are out there. And hopefully I was able to clear stuff up, give you an idea on how to progress in your YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, let me know, because it is a bit weird when you first start off. It's a little scary, but once you get used to having your own face in your own channel, people will be watching you. And definitely ask about TubeBuddy, because I've been trying that out. I have the $5 subscription. I'm thinking of doing the $9 subscription, where it has the AI, where it helps you build a title that it gives you options of titles that would bring in more viewers. And I'm curious about how that works. Will it work? And so definitely comment if you've been thinking about that but you don't know if it works or not. Use me as a guinea pig, because I will get that eventually, maybe sometime this week. But yeah, all right, I think that's everything I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give a like, subscribe to my channel, it'll help me a lot. And do catch one of my streams. I stream almost every day. It used to be 8 p.m. specific time, but it's really hard for me after I get out of work. So do catch me around 10 p.m. Pacific time. I'll most likely be streaming from 10 till maybe sometimes from 2 a.m. and I stream just slightly longer, but definitely catch me sometime. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye.